Week 17 closes with the Rams and the Falcons on Monday Night Football. Today we're talking who's out and who's questionable, and reviewing a little bit of the history to see what it could tell us. What's up, football fans? Rams and Falcons fans, we got one for you. Your two teams kick off at 8:15 p.m. Eastern tonight at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You can catch the game on ESPN and NFL+. The Falcons at 6-9 enter this matchup already eliminated from the playoffs. Meanwhile, the Rams at 11-4 enter this matchup with a playoff berth already confirmed, but still find themselves needing a win to stay in the fight for the NFC West #1 spot. Meanwhile, injuries in history are threatening to play a role in this one. Let's hop into it. For the Falcons, wide receiver Drake London dealing with a knee is the only player listed as questionable. Cornerback Mike Hughes dealing with an ankle, cornerback Clark Phillips dealing with tricep and illness, and defensive tackle Sam Roberts dealing with a knee and ankle are all listed as out. In total, you had 8 players listed on your injury report, 5 of which coming from the defensive side of the ball. Now let's look at the Rams. Wide receiver Davante Adams still dealing with a hamstring, enters this matchup as doubtful. Defensive end Braden Fiske dealing with an ankle, and tackle Alaric Jackson dealing with a knee are both listed as questionable. Guard Dotson dealing with an ankle, and cornerback Wallace dealing with an ankle are both listed as out. In total, you had 6 players listed on your injury report, 3 coming from the offense and 3 coming from the defense. The Rams lead the all-time matchup with 49 wins to the Falcons 30 with 2 ties, dating back to September 11th of 1966, where the Rams would take the initial victory 19-14. The first tie came in November of 1970, where both teams finished with 10 points apiece. The second came the year after that, September of 1971, where both teams finished with 20 points apiece. These two teams have gone to overtime just once in their matchup's history, which was December 21st of 1980, where the Rams snuck away with a 20-17 victory. The Falcons are 7-3 in their last 10 matchups, dating back to September 19th of 2004. However, the Rams have won the last 2 matchups, the last matchup being September 18th of 2022, where the Rams won with the score of 31-27. Now let's review a little bit of the stats. The Rams offense currently sits 2nd in passing yards per game with 270.5, and 7th in rushing yards per game with 126.3. The Falcons defense currently sits 10th in passing yards allowed per game with 195.1, and 26th in rushing yards allowed per game with 128.2. For the Falcons offense, they sit 18th in passing yards per game with 215.9, and 8th in rushing yards per game with 124.7. The Rams defense sits 20th in passing yards allowed per game with 221.3, and 11th in rushing yards allowed per game, allowing 105.7. For this matchup, both teams will be wearing different uniforms from their traditionals, with the Falcons going red helmet, black jersey, white pants, with the Rams going royal helmet, bone jersey, and bone pants. So Rams and Falcons fans, what do you think? Do any of these injuries worry you? Can the Falcons pull off the upset tonight? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know down below, and don't forget to like and follow for all of your latest NFL news and updates.